The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. It is named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower from 1887 to 1889. Locally nicknamed La Dame de Fer, French for Iron Lady, it was constructed as the centrepiece of the 1889 World's Fair and to crown the centennial anniversary of the French Revolution. It has since become a global cultural icon of France and one of the most recognisable structures in the world. The tower received an estimated 6.32 million visitors in 2024. The Eiffel Tower is the most visited monument with an entrance fee in the world. The tower is 330 metres or 1,083 feet tall, about the same height as an 81-storey building, and is the tallest structure in Paris. During its construction, the Eiffel Tower surpassed the Washington Monument to become the tallest human-made structure in the world, a title it held for 41 years until the Chrysler Building in New York City was finished in 1930. Due to the addition of a broadcasting aerial at the top of the tower in 1957, it is now taller than the Chrysler Building by 5.2 metres. It was the first structure in the world to surpass both the 200 metres and 300 metres mark in height. The top level's upper platform is 276 metres or 906 feet above the ground. The highest public observation deck in the European Union.
day, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your visit. Exits on the other side.
It's the third time I've been to the Eiffel Tower. I couldn't summit this time because all those tickets were sold out, but we did take the kids up to the second floor. I'll tell you a little story about the second time I came to the Eiffel Tower. On the way up, I got chatting to an elderly American gentleman. I think he probably must be dead now. This is back in 2001, and got chatting with the American elderly gentleman on the way up, and he revealed to me that it was his second time up the Eiffel Tower. Actually, I guess it was my first time, sorry. My second time was with my wife before kids. Anyway, he said the last time he climbed the Eiffel Tower was in 1944. Obviously, he was taking part in the D-Day operation, and he'd come back some 57 years or so later to see Paris once more. So that was quite interesting, bumping into him. Arche du Triomphe. The Louvre was originally built as a fortress in the late 12th century. By the 14th century, it had become more of a residence for the French royal family. In the 16th century, Francis I, known as the French Renaissance King, had major works carried out to turn it into a Renaissance palace. There was expansion and change until the Louvre reached a monumental size. Today it covers a total area of 652,300 square feet or 60.6 thousand square meters. Following the French Revolution, the National Assembly ruling body opened the Louvre as a museum in August 1793 with a collection of 537 paintings. When Napoleon Bonaparte came to power, he had the Louvre renamed Musée Napoléon and vastly expanded the collections, adding art from his military campaigns, private donations and commissions. In 1814, when Napoleon's rule came to an end, almost 5,000 artworks were returned to their countries of origin. The Louvre reverted to its original name. So enormous is the Louvre that it would take 3 months to view every piece of art contained in it. And that's if you spent just 30 seconds looking at each artwork all day, every day, without a break. There are more than 7,500 paintings, and the displays cover nearly 15 acres and are divided across 8 quite separate departments. Artworks ranged from 600 BCE to the 19th century, from Egyptian antiques to old masters. Popular works include the Venus de Milo, a stele inscribed with the code of Hammurabi, Da Vinci's The Dying Slave sculpture, and Eugène Delacroix's Liberty Leading the People, which depicts a bare-breasted liberty goddess leading a charge in the French Revolution, thought to have inspired Victor Hugo's Les Misérables, and which is popular with French visitors. Without question, the Louvre's most famous work is Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. In 1983, the Louvre underwent a renovation plan known as the Grand Louvre. Part of the plan was to create a new main entrance. The modern glass pyramid and underground lobby, designed then, were inaugurated in 1988, followed by the inverted pyramid, a skylight dipping into the underground lobby in 1993.
around here. It's around here.
Okay, we're getting near. That's Napoleon. Amazing, no?